Do not move to Bakersfield based only on a home that you found online. Learn the areas, understand the market, and build relocation strategy before you make your move. My name is Moises Rosales at the Home Expansion Real Estate Team with eXp Luxury. Our team helps people buy, sell, invest, or relocate into Bakersfield or any parts of the Kern County. All right, guys, let's get started. So the easiest and fastest way to understand Bakersfield is understanding Highway 99. Highway 99 comes from south to the north, south from LA toward, and then 99 north towards Fresno. Everything west of the 99 is West Bakersfield. Everything east is East Bakersfield. We also have Highway 58 that separates the north and the south from Bakersfield. The Highway 58 is the 58 that actually, the highway that leads you and takes you to Tehachapi, Mojave, and straight to Vegas if you want to go to Vegas. So that's actually what separates north and south parts of Bakersfield. Sometimes you'll also hear people talk about zip codes versus areas. So zip codes are definitely important and also an important key component to have in mind when it comes to searching for properties. Now, the one thing that I will share about zip codes is that zip codes can tell you where a house is, but they don't necessarily tell you everything about the neighborhood. But I want to go ahead and share the different zip codes with you so that way you understand when people talk about zip codes, you know where they're. One thing I always tell people, Bakersfield is not just one zip code, one area, or one single housing market. Your experience can change significantly depending on whether you are in Northwest, Southwest, Southeast, Northeast, Central Bakersfield. So make sure that you pick correctly. Here we have a beautiful map that shares every zip code here within Bakersfield, right? We have the 99 right here again that will separate west and east. Everything west of the 99 starts with the 93313, 93311, and then we have northwest, which is the 93314, the 93312. Parts of the 93307 shared west and northwest and southwest. And then we go to the east, we have homes like the 93306, 93305, 93304, and the 93307. Now, this map actually even shows you that within those zip codes, the average price point of homes. So if you notice west of the 99, right, west of the 99, which is typically your newer part of Bakersfield, you have average price points like in the 93313 at 415,000. Also in the 93314, which is northwest, at $577,000 average price point. Northeast now, which is the 93306, you're looking at average prices of 350, or even in the 93307, which is southeast, at $320,000. So you can see that which part of the west side of the freeway, whether it's west or east or north or south, that's also going to have an effect on the price point that you're looking for. Your experience can change significantly depending on whether you are in Northwest, Southwest, Southeast, Northeast, Central Bakersfield. So make sure that you pick correctly. The homes, the lot size, construction, age, nearby shopping, commute patterns, and price points can be different in all areas. There is no single Bakersfield market. Every side of this town has its own market, its own lifestyle, and its own price point. Now, one thing I do also want to highlight about the zip codes is that in each zip code, you will find different homes in different price points and with different characteristics. So again, we're just overall giving you an understanding of what Bakersfield looks like. Off with northwest part of Bakersfield, which is again west of the 99, which is right here, going up the 99, and also north of the 58. Zip codes are included in the northwest part of Bakersfield, the 93314, 93312, parts of the 93309 or oh 08 as well. Very little parts of the 09, but more of the 93308. Now, we also have what we call like a city line right here, which is 7th standard, which city or Shafter county line, or not even county line, Shafter city line. But you'll find homes that are literally they're outside of Bakersfield. Now, a couple of things I want you to keep in mind and common communities that you will hear in the Northwest include Rosedale communities, River Lakes, Grosvenor Grove, Brighton States, Manorwood, Olive Drive, several newer developments that you have out there like Bonendale, S&S Homes. Northwest Bakersfield is generally known for suburban communities, newer construction, larger homes, and homes in certain areas with large residential lots. You do find homes up there that have up to, homes, lots as big as acres, 2 acres, sometimes ranch style homes in those areas. And typically these zip codes have an average income that's above the average median price for the city. Northwest is not just one price point. You can find starter homes, newer developments, subdivisions, $1 million estates in the Northwest. The farther west you travel in Northwest Bakersfield, the more likely you will find newer communities, larger lots, and continuing development. Now, as we head down to Southwest Bakersfield, where I feel is the most dominant part of Bakersfield, because this part of Bakersfield has the widest range of housing. Again, from communities like Seven Oaks, Highgate, Belcourt, Hanging Oaks, The Oaks, Lorgan, Terrace Ranch, River Oaks, Stockdale Estates, and other newer communities where you find new construction sites like Lennar, D.R. Horton, Frolic Homes, John Balfans. This is the place where Bakersfield is really expanding, and based on the price point that you can even see on the screen with average price points, right? There's a lot of movement happening in this specific area. The Southwest has the 9331 zip code, which is kind of like your move up communities, right? A lot of the luxury communities are found in the 93311, while in the 93309, you have a lot more established communities. However, the 93311 continues to grow, especially around the Panama Lane area and in that space. That part continues to grow. You find hospitals like the Mercy Southwest located on Old River, which is in the 93311. It's one of the biggest major hospitals in Southwest. Southwest Bakersfield offers the widest range of housing from first-time home buyers to some of the city's most recognized luxury communities. When somebody tells me they want to live in Southwest Bakersfield, my question is always, which part of Southwest, the 09, the 13, or the 11, because each community is separately different. I mean, again, just look at the average price points here. 93311, 474, which actually up to date for, I believe it's even closer to 500,000 now. 93313 at 415,000. So that's almost $100,000 difference just from one zip code to another. So my question is always, what part of Southwest, what zip code, and what's more important to you? Price point, home, and all those things. Now, as we head over to the northwest part of Bakersfield, do not judge the entire east side of Bakersfield by one neighborhood. The east side part of Bakersfield has some of the greatest variations in the city. You can find over $1 million estate homes where you can find a lot of first time home buyer entry level homes, right? So there's a lot of stuff that you can find in this area, from the Bakersfield Country Club, Rio Bravo, City of the Hills, Tuscany's East Bakersfield offers a lot, from the community college, which is a top nationally ranked junior college here, which is Bakersfield College, right off the Bluffs. You have a lot of beautiful estate properties up in this area. This side of town includes a lot of the established neighborhoods, hillside communities, golf course properties. This side of town includes some of the older established neighborhoods, hillside communities, golf course properties, rural style home, newer construction farther east of a part of Bakersfield. One of the reasons Northeast can be very different or very interesting for the buyer is the elevation views. The housing styles can feel very different from the flatter sides from Southwest Bakersfield. Buyers will definitely find more approachable entry level price homes, while areas such as the Rio Bravo or Bakersfield Country Club can offer larger and more expensive properties as well. Kern Medical is located on Mount Vernon Avenue, which is 93306. East Bakersfield is one of the most misunderstood part of our city because it includes everything from historic neighborhoods to golf course and hillside communities. Bakersfield, maybe in the past, you've seen Central and Downtown Bakersfield, which is your typical zip code 93301 or the 93304. This includes downtown Bakersfield, Westchester, Oleander, Alta Vista, Benton Park, and several long established neighborhoods. Downtown Bakersfield may appeal to people who want proximity to downtown living. Hospitals, government office, restaurants, historic homes, and major employment centers. Homes downtown or central Bakersfield are generally older than those found in newer parts of the northwest or the southwest part of Bakersfield. However, older doesn't mean less expensive. It definitely means historic. So a lot of these communities downtown offer great prices with beautiful architecture, character, lot size, and location. You would definitely find several hospitals near downtown: Adventist Health, Memorial Hospital, and Mercy Hospital downtown off of Truxton Avenue. And let's not forget Memorial Hospital, which is off 34th Street, and Mercy Hospital downtown, located off Truxton. And once again, older does not automatically mean cheaper. Some of Bakersfield's most distinctive and desirable homes are located in this established central neighborhood. Central Bakersfield offers something that newer communities cannot create overnight: history, architect, and proximity to the heart of the city. All right, let's head over to Southeast Bakersfield, which includes the 93307 zip code. Sometimes I always say Southeast Bakersfield is an evolution of Southwest Bakersfield. There's communities within Southeast Bakersfield that starting to feel like you're in Southwest Bakersfield. Southeast Bakersfield covers a large geographical area, and it includes older subdivisions, agricultural land, rural style properties, affordable housing, and because this area is so large, buyers should evaluate the exact neighborhood. A lot of expansion in Southeast Bakersfield. You have new high schools, new communities, really expanding this area. So 93307 is definitely an up and coming community at a great price. Again, just look at the average price point: 93307, 320,000. Versus Southwest, once you head over to the freeways at 415,000. We're talking about almost $100,000 difference just from one side of the freeway to the other. In a geographically large zip code like 93307, the streets and neighborhoods matter more than the zip code itself does. So make sure that you do your homework from neighborhoods, streets, when you're choosing a home in this area. I'm going to give you guys some national stats specifically to Bakersfield and how we actually measure to the national averages, right? So let me go to a couple of different websites here, right? Up here, if we go nationally, obviously the national average price point of a home is about $370,000. In California, right, the average price point in California is $775,000, right? County wise, I want you guys to know, and this is like one of my favorite stats to share with people. Kern County is actually either like one of the, at the lowest or still one of the most affordable counties in California, right? The central part of California is just your most affordable right now. Look, our average price point is $364,000 as a whole. Kern County, obviously, I already broke down different parts in different cycles within Bakersfield, but I wanted to make sure you guys understood this. Here's another important fact. I switched it over from average price point to average household income. Bakersfield has an average household income of $75,000, from $75,000 to $80,000 annually. An important fact: if you're looking for affordable housing, Bakersfield is still considered one of the most affordable counties in the entire state of California. I want to give you a little bit about Bakersfield and the approximate housing supply. You know, we have roughly about 2.69 months worth of inventory, but I want to be honest, even though there's more homes available, Bakersfield still does not have enough inventory to call this a buyer control market. You know, there's a lot of things that are being offered within Bakersfield with new construction and other things that, you know, homes are still coming off, off the market with an average days of 22 days on the market. It does not mean that every home is coming off and flying off the shelf. Buyers are still rejecting homes that are overpriced or poorly presented. Poor condition. Nearly 600 new listings entered the market with an average price point of $429,000. That created a fresh opportunity for buyers while also introducing additional competitions for sellers. A seller cannot assume that the simply putting a house on the market will produce best results. The first week to every home matters. Pricing, photography, video, condition, marketing, and access to all showing influence buyers' response. You do not get a second chance when you list your home. Your strongest marketing window begins the moment that you place your home on the market. The market will expose all overpriced listings quickly. Views without showings and showings without offers, both are forms of feedback for you. A lot of showings, no offer, overpriced. No showings, overpriced. So understand that, sellers, that the way that you price your home today in today's market and within the first week's response, that's all the feedback that you need to understand whether you're priced correctly or not in today's market. So currently we have about 1,100 homes that are currently active today with an average price point of $432,000. The active listing median was slightly higher than the median for new listings. That does not automatically mean that homes are worth more. It's a great indicator where the market can be heading. If you're a buyer, days on market means a lot for you. It just gives you more negotiating opportunities. So when you see homes with a lot of days on market, it's just another leverage tool to be able to negotiate and open the door to negotiation. For sellers, this is a great reminder that the competition is not just the homes in your neighborhood, but every single comparable in your area is competition for you. Your home does not compete only with your neighborhood. It competes with every property the buyer can purchase at the same price in the same city. Active listings tells us what sellers are asking for, but sold listings tells us exactly what buyers are willing to pay. There's approximately right now about 448 pending homes. What does that tell you? That tells you that there are active buyers, but those buyers are being selective. Buyers are not disappearing. They are becoming more selective about which home deserves an offer. The home that sits on the market does not always mean that there's no buyers. It may mean that the buyers just do not agree with the price. What does this mean for buyers or sellers? For buyers, this means that there's more opportunities, but strong homes can still move quickly. So before beginning your search, make sure you have a current pre-approval. Understand you're comfortable with the monthly payment, know your preferred areas and commutes that you want to focus on, review your comparable sales with your real estate agent, have a strategy for closing costs and repairs, understand whether the property has solar or HOAs, and do not wait until to find the perfect home to begin to get prepared. The best time to prepare for your financing is before the right house appears on the market, not after another buyer has already written an offer on it. For sellers, limited inventory remains helpful, but buyers are paying close attention to the value. So make sure that before you list your home, you have a successful listing strategy, accurate pricing, professional presentation, strong photography and video, maximize online exposure, a plan for the first 7 days, clear communication, and use the feedback that you're getting from every showing, a strategy for evaluating offers, and making sure that you look at the offers. The highest offer is not always the strongest offer. Financing, contingency periods, closing timelines, appraisal risk, and request credits all matter in today's market. The highest offer is not always the best offer. The strong offer is the one that's most likely to close on the terms that matter to you. A great home can still receive poor results when it enters the market with the wrong strategy. I'll leave you with this. Bakersfield is not a single neighborhood, one zip code, or a housing market. Northwest Bakersfield offers new developments, suburban communities, and large properties options. Southwest Bakersfield contains everything from established starter homes to gated luxury neighborhoods. Northeast can offer hillside communities, established neighborhoods, and golf course properties. Central Bakersfield provides historic character and proximity to downtown. Southeast Bakersfield offers a broad mix of established homes and rural properties with newer development. The right area depends on your budget, your commute, your desired home style, and the place you need to have access regularly. If you're considering buying or selling in Bakersfield, contact me. The Home Expansion Real Estate Team is ready to give you all of the information you need. Comment below and tell me exactly which Bakersfield zip code, neighborhood, or community you would like for me to break down for you next. Make sure that you're subscribed because we will continue to cover the good, the bad, and everything in between about living in Bakersfield, California.